Metallica rules!
Good morning, gathered friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are listening to Metallica's new song, Lux Æterna. I'm not sure what that translates to, but what I do know is that it's new Metallica, and I'm excited, so let's just go ahead and get right into it, and without further ado, play. Nice backrooms hum. Okay, we're just getting right into it. This sounds pretty promising already. Ooh. Okay, I right off the bat, I know we're already pausing, but I just want to point out that just that little bit right there, that is textbook Metallica right there, and I mean that in the best possible way. Second thing that I want to point out is that I love the fact that Lars is using a black and white kit, just like the ones that he used back in the Justice for All and Black Album era, so that's a pretty nice little homage or callback, whatever you want to call it. Oh! Classic Lars Phil. Got a lot of Kirkisms going on in the solo. I love the little Pink Floyd light show that we got going on right now. Is that a new model that we're going to be getting from Kirk soon? I really hope so. I really like this main riff right here. It sounds like something off of Kill 'Em All. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay, never mind. We are done. Wow. Alright, so right off the bat, just from that first listen, I can already tell that if you like Metallica, you're definitely going to like this song right here. And as far as the production of the whole song goes, it doesn't sound too different from how the songs on Hardwired to Self-Destruct sounded, which I don't have a problem with because I think that was a brilliant album. You know, one of the things that I really, really loved about this song was James' vocal performance. I think this is as strong as his voice has ever been in the last few years. And here's the thing, I know a lot of people, complain about James's voice nowadays and how he doesn't sound like how he did back in the 80s and the 90s. And you know what, that's true. He might probably never sound that way again, but at the same time, there is more than enough material of old James for people who want that. Lars's drumming is Lars's drumming. I didn't really expect anything too new from him because I guess he remembers that he still has to play this stuff live, but it's still a pretty solid performance from him. And I guess the two biggest...
Hello?
Anyway, I guess the two biggest gripes that I have about this song is the first one being that I felt like the bass was too quiet, which is a shame because I thought that was something they had fixed with Hardwired because the bass is pretty prominent on there, and I was pretty happy about that. And I think the second gripe I have is Kirk Hammett's solo. It just felt very uninspired. I mentioned during the solo that there was a lot of Kirkisms in it, and I didn't really mean that in the best possible way, which sucks because this is the same guy who's written all these classic, memorable solos, but this solo, to me, it just feels like it's the exact opposite. Like, nothing new stuck out to me. And I'm not saying that I want Kirk to repeat those classic solos or anything like that, but give us something new. Kirk is one of the greatest guitarists in heavy metal, in my opinion. And, personally, he's one of my favorite guitarists, but, I just want something outside of the run, whammy bar stuff, run, and then end it with a dive bomb. I guess the only thing that's new to me is that Kirk actually refrained from using the wah pedal during this solo. And, I know this is just one song. I'm pretty sure the rest of the album is hopefully going to be different as far as Kirk's playing is concerned, but just as I'm replaying some of Kirk's more recent solos in my head, I realize they just kind of have the same type of formula. Like, the order in which that formula occurs might be different, but it's still very much the same. This next one isn't so much of a gripe. It's just more a nitpick than anything else. But the guitar tone that they've been using, they've kind of been using the same guitar tone for the last few years, and I just kind of wish they'd beef it up a little bit. I'm not asking for Justice or Black Album era chug, but just give me something that's a little more
thick
with 3 C's. I think of all the songs that I've done reaction videos to, I think this is the first song where I've had more than 1 or 2 complaints about it. But even with all my gripes and nitpicks that I have, that doesn't change the fact that this is still a good song. This is still a very solid song. And, when they start playing this song live, I can easily see people moving instantly the minute the song starts playing. Especially if they open up with that, especially if they open up their shows with that song. Ooh, instant crowd pleaser. So this song is the first single off of their newly announced upcoming album, 72 Seasons. Now, imagine my delight when I discovered that not only is this album coming out next year, but it comes out literally the day before my birthday. Happy birthday to me! Yeah, honestly, I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, this has been a pretty good year for me because I've seen the return of Your Favorite Martian. I've seen the return of Tom DeLonge and Blink-182. I've seen the hopefully successful return of Silent Hill. We've seen the return of Slipknot. And now I can add to the list the return of Metallica. Well, gather friends, that was Lux Æterna by Metallica, the first single from their newly announced upcoming album, 72 Seasons. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the song. It's a very good song despite all the complaints that I've had with it. So, with all that being said, thank you all so much for stopping by, and have a good one.